You just lost 1200 euros, maybe even 1400, and you probably didn't even notice because it came out of your paycheck automatically. This is because your health insurance contributions just jumped. And what should make you angry is that you're paying more, but you're not getting anything new in return. Now, health insurance is one of the biggest pain points, not only for expats, but for everyone here in Germany. So let me show you the actual numbers and most importantly, when it makes financial sense to do something about your health insurance. Because for some of you, not watching this video will cost you 85,000 euros over the next decade. By the way, if you're new to the channel, my name is Ahsan and I have helped hundreds of expats in Germany just like you to navigate financial decisions that don't make sense. Health insurance is the big one. For some of you, Germany gives you a choice, and in 2026, that choice just became too expensive to ignore. So two numbers shifted this year. First, the contribution assessment ceiling went up to 69,750 euros. Second, the average additional contribution jumped to 2.9%. Now, I know those sound like boring policy numbers, right? So let me translate them into money that actually leaves your bank account. If you earn 80,000 euros gross, you're now paying roughly 90 euros more per month. If you earn 100,000 euros gross, you're paying around 100 euros more per month. And if you don't have kids, add an additional 20 to 30 euros to that. That's 1,080 to 1,400 euros extra per year. And it might keep increasing every single year. And what did you get for that extra money? Not much, as you will find out throughout the video. A couple of days ago, I had a consultation with a software engineer. Let's call him Mark. He's been in Germany since 2021 and earns 95,000 euros a year. He opened his January payslip and saw the health insurance line. He asked me, this went up again. And I had to tell him, yes, and it'll probably go up again next year. Because that's how statutory health insurance works in Germany. Your contributions go up when your salary goes up, when the assessment ceiling goes up, or when the average contribution rate goes up. But your benefits stay exactly the same. You don't get faster appointments, longer doctor visits, better hospital rooms, or more covered treatments. In most cases, you just pay more. But really, there are some positives which I'll share in a bit. But let me share some real calculations first. Let's say you're 35 years old. You plan to work in Germany until you're 50 years. That's 15 years. 1,200 euros extra per year for 15 years is 18,000 euros. But that's not the real cost, because if you had invested that money instead just in a basic ETF at 7% average return, you'd have 31,500 euros. That's your child's education fund or a year of living expenses if you want to take a career break. And you're giving it up without even knowing there's an alternative. So let's talk about that alternative. It's not perfect for everyone, but if you're eligible and you've never actually looked at the numbers, you're making a very expensive decision by default. If you earn 80,000 euros or more, your maximum contribution to statutory health insurance is now around 1,261 euros per month. That's the cap. And this number will not go down. Now compare that to private health insurance. For a single person in their mid-30s, private insurance costs between 500 to 600 euros per month. Even in your mid-40s, that's often around 700 euros per month. And for children, roughly 150 euros per child. Now, there are unlimited scenarios depending on health, coverage level, deductibles, and long-term planning. But these numbers matter because they break a common assumption that private health insurance is automatically more expensive. For many high earners, that is simply not true anymore. Before anyone gets too excited, as an employee, you can only switch to private health insurance if your gross salary is at least 77,400 euros per month. Below that, the decision is not available for you, and that's fine. But I'll share a couple of things you can still do. If you have a higher salary and don't actively review your options, the system will happily make the decision for you every single year. In private health insurance, contributions are not linked to your income. They are linked to clearly defined contractual benefits. And you can feel that difference very quickly. For example, in specialist appointments, if you have seen the memes, you already know that privately insured patients get appointments much faster. Not because the doctors are evil, but because doctors get paid more for private patients, so you get seen faster. You also get access to private consultation hours, which usually means less rushing, more explanation, and more actual diagnosis time. Hospital treatment. In hospitals, private coverage means free choice of doctor, senior consultant treatment, or even single or double rooms. And don't get me wrong, this isn't about luxury. In serious situations, this can mean better coordination, which is something people only appreciate if they need it. Compared to someone on statutory insurance having rotating doctors and confusing communication. A private insurance patient in the same hospital might have one surgeon handling everything with a clear recovery plan. Dental care. Dentistry is another huge difference. In statutory insurance, high-quality dental solutions often come with large out-of-pocket costs and constant partial reimbursements. For most people, an additional dental coverage of 30 to 50 euros per month is almost mandatory. This adds to additional monthly costs. In private insurance, benefits are contractually defined and predictable. That predictability alone is worth a lot for many people. Please hit the like button if you're getting value from this video, hit the hype button if you see it, and consider subscribing. Now, if you're rarely sick, public health insurance doesn't usually care. You pay full contributions every month and every year. There are bonus programs, but for that, you have to be proactive and apply in advance. In private insurance, many tariffs allow for contribution refunds if you don't submit claims. That means if you stay healthy, you don't use the services, and you get money back. If you are with the public health insurance provider, you can opt for bonus programs. The options vary depending on the provider, but with TK, for example, you can get a cash bonus of a maximum 160 euros or 320 euros worth of health benefits depending on the type of activity. For each completed activity, you receive 1000 bonus points, which can be paid out directly starting from the first activity. You can convert 1000 bonus points into either a 10 euros cash bonus or a 20 euro TK health dividend. With AOK Rhineland, you can participate in activities and collect bonus points and secure over 400 euro cashback. So it does make sense to have a look at your health insurance provider's website to get details about their bonus program. Another thing you can do with public health insurance in Germany is to compare and change providers. All public health insurance providers in Germany have a set of fixed coverage which remains the same for all public providers. On top of that, each provider has additional services which can vary. So even if you're not eligible to get private health insurance, you should compare the services and the additional fee. If you don't care about the additional services, then going for the cheapest option could make sense. Otherwise, you should at least compare the additional services and make the shift. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Let me address the three biggest concerns. What if I move back home? If you leave Germany permanently, you can cancel your private insurance. That's it. You're not stuck. Yes, you can't take it with you, but you also can't take your statutory health insurance with you either. So it's not a reason to pay 1200 euros extra per year while you're here. What if I lose my job? If your income drops below 77,400 euros for 2026, you can switch back to statutory insurance. You're not trapped. Private insurance has risks, but being permanently stuck is not one of them. Isn't private insurance a trap when I'm older? This is the most common fear, and it's partially true. Private insurance contributions do rise with age, but statutory contributions also rise. They just rise with your income instead of your age. The key here is choosing the right tariff with contribution relief components built in, because bad private insurance is worse than statutory. Good private insurance is significantly better. That's why the decision matters. I'll put a link to independent insurance brokers who can guide you with selecting private health insurance packages which fit your needs. And the best thing is that they are not bound with a specific provider, so you get a lot of options to choose from. If you want to learn more about private health insurance in Germany, you can watch this video. And in this video, I share how to finance your dream house in Germany.